Welcome, my dear friend. Wherever you are, you can hear me. If you are walking, it is good. If you are lying down to meditate and relax, after a long day of work, put your headphones on and focus carefully with me. Your life will change for the better. A comfortable life is not as beautiful as you think. Atomic Habits, Part 4. One of the biggest problems we face is our failure to maintain new habits, especially good ones. On the other hand, our bad habits seem to persist effortlessly. In the previous videos of this series, we learned some of the secrets that prevent us from practicing good habits or push us to continue with bad habits. But in this video, in my opinion, we will discuss the biggest and most powerful reason that makes us unable to stick to good habits or persist with them, and that also drives us to continue practicing bad habits. Today we'll focus on a part of habits. In previous videos, we said that habits go through 3 stages: the cue, then the habit, then the reward. Today, we will talk about the habits themselves and discover what atomic changes or small adjustments you can make to make it easier to adopt the habits you want effortlessly. This method is tried and tested, my dear friend, and I am one of the people who have applied it, and it works like magic. This is the 4th part of the explanation of the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. In this video, grab your coffee or favorite drink, my dear friend, and get ready to benefit. Peace be upon you, my dear loyal friend. Welcome to Aleph Channel. The idea of this channel is to explain books in detail. So if you want to benefit from reading without having to read, subscribe to us. Let's get started. This human mind, is astonishing in every sense of the word. The human mind, my friend, always tends to seek comfort and try as much as possible to make things easier for itself. The reason is that humans in the past expended enormous amounts of energy on daily tasks that were very important for their survival. For example, in the past, a person wouldn't simply order food delivery, but would hunt and toil all day to catch prey for a meal that might not even be available the next day. Not to mention the hard life full of conflicts and wars. The human brain was always looking for the easiest way to perform any task. Let's take an example. Any action might be difficult at first, but with repetition, it becomes easier. For example, driving a car was very difficult the first time, but after some time and constant practice, driving became easy compared to the first day. The reason for this is that your brain finds the easiest way to carry out this activity. This is very important, my friend. The subconscious mind starts programming certain actions that require mental and physical effort and assigns responsibility for them to the subconscious. The conscious and subconscious minds work together to simplify repetitive behaviors as much as possible. For example, in your real life today, when you want to eat fish, you have several options. 1, you could go and catch the fish yourself. 2, you could buy fresh fish from a wholesale market. 3, you could buy fish from a nearby shop and cook it at home. 4, you could go to a restaurant and have the fish cooked for you. 5, you could order fish through a delivery app to have it brought to your door, already cooked and ready. Which option would you choose? Most likely you'll choose the easiest option, and that's only natural. You may not choose the absolute easiest option, but you certainly wouldn't choose the first option because that process consumes a lot of effort and time. Here, the conscious and subconscious minds come into play, and both agree to choose the easiest option and turn it into a habit. This is where the danger lies. Why is it dangerous? I'll tell you. When your brain forms these easy, comfortable habits, it fights you when you try to introduce a new activity that requires more mental or physical effort. For instance, when you decide to go to the gym, it feels like the hardest thing in the world, because your brain is trying as much as possible to resort to easier solutions to conserve energy. The brain has good intentions, but the effect can be very negative, especially in today's 21st century. And for those who will watch this video 100 or 200 years from now, I don't know how your lives will be, but I expect they will be 1,000,000 times more comfortable than today. But this comfort may lead to increased depression and psychological problems. My dear friend, one of the biggest reasons for this phenomenon is our daily lifestyle. Lack of physical activity, not enough exposure to sunlight, and poor diets. All of these things lead to serious psychological problems. You may not reach depression, but you will definitely experience negative psychological effects. Why, when we sign up for a gym or engage in any physical activity, do we feel so refreshed and enjoy it so much after the workout? It's not a problem in the morning, but imagine you are in a family gathering or with friends at a place with a football field or swimming pool. You play football or swim. How will you feel afterward? Although you might be a bit exhausted, you feel an odd sense of refreshment. The reason is entirely biological. Your blood reaches every part of your body, and your heart pumps blood excellently, rejuvenating your circulation. You know about circulation, right? I'm not sure if you do or not. Arteries carry oxygenated blood from the heart, and veins return deoxygenated blood to the heart for filtration, and so on. When your heart pumps large amounts of blood for 30 minutes or an hour continuously, it means your circulation has been refreshed and the blood in your body has been purified. That's why you feel that great feeling. And this is the normal feeling that has become rare in the 21st century. Our brain today, my dear friend, is used to comfort. When it wants to eat, it orders food. When it wants to clean clothes, it sends them to the laundry. When it wants to clean the house, it hires a cleaner. Why read a book when there are summaries online? There are channels that explain the book while you sit comfortably. Even though this mindset is wrong, people prefer the easier way. I personally say to you, if you had to choose between following me or reading the book, I'd say, read the book. But if you don't read it, come back and follow me. The brain always chooses comfort. The problem isn't comfort itself, but the resistance you feel when you try to start a new activity. This is natural. If you are an active person who goes to the gym and does many tasks daily, you'll notice that if you take a break, going back to activity becomes heavy at first. You'll feel that the first few days are hard, but after a week or more, your body adapts again. Your brain will eventually give in and accept that you are determined to practice this activity, and it will turn into a habit. That's why one of the most important things to keep in mind is that your brain will resist any activity that requires physical or mental effort if you've been accustomed to comfort. But don't give in to this resistance. After some time, this practice will turn into a habit. For example, when I moved into my new home, my old habits came with me. I was ordering food via apps, sending clothes to the dry cleaners, and there was no physical activity or gym. I was calling a maid to clean the house. These habits continued until I said to myself, enough is enough. This needs to change. I decided and started cleaning the apartment myself, mopping the floors and washing the dishes. I even started doing my own laundry, which was the hardest step. I also started ironing my clothes. This was a big effort for someone used to comfort, but trust me, after less than 14 days, doing these things became very easy for me. Laundry became very simple. In the morning, I wake up and put the dirty clothes in the washing machine. Then I shower and have breakfast, and by the time I'm done, the laundry is ready. I take out the clothes, hang them up, then head to the gym to finish my workout. This is how it became very easy, and this is what will happen to you when you decide to practice or continue any habit. For example, in the matter of cues, as we said in the previous video, make the cue clear if you want to develop a new habit, and if you want to get rid of a habit, make the cue unclear. As for the habits you want to adopt, make them easy. Here's where the magic of atomic habits comes in. I'll give you an example. The gym. Oh, the gym. It's a beautiful thing with great benefits, and its impact on your physical and mental health is huge. A sound mind in a sound body, as you know. But it remains a very difficult task, and that's understandable. Do you know why? Because our daily lifestyle is full of comfort, and the gym requires a lot of physical effort, so going to the gym seems like the hardest task. To solve this problem, James Clear says, break this habit into very small habits and improve it by just 1% each time. That way, you'll eventually see amazing results. James Clear's technique. Then I read about this wonderful technique from James Clear. He said, if you've decided that the gym is the hardest task for you, make it the first thing you do in the morning. So as soon as you wake up, wear your gym clothes immediately. Don't follow your usual routine of showering, wearing regular clothes, having breakfast, and then changing again to go to the gym. No. Wear your gym clothes directly, brush your teeth, and go to the gym. He also pointed to another step, which is preparing your gym clothes the night before. That way, when you wake up, you won't have to waste time coordinating your outfit. The clothes are ready, and the bag has everything you need for work after your workout. Your brain loves easy habits, and the fewer steps required to achieve a certain goal, the more likely your brain will stick to that habit. This way, you'll be able to go to the gym regularly without much resistance from your mind. Dealing with negative habits. As for the habits you want to quit, the solution is to make them difficult. If you're a smoker, try putting your pack of cigarettes in the car, so when you feel the urge to smoke, you have to walk to the car to get the cigarettes. You'll notice that your smoking rate will drop significantly. One of the people James Clear talked about in his book told his wife, "I will stick to this habit, and if I miss a day, you pay me $100. If the person missed a day, he would pay a hefty fine, which strengthened his commitment. You should also replace the bad habit with a positive one. For example, if you're addicted to using your phone, try putting it in another room, out of reach. Your life won't stop if you delete an app. In fact, you'll discover other sources of enjoyment. Real life is full of beauty that we often overlook because we're too caught up in technology. Try connecting with reality, and you'll discover that real life is more enjoyable than you thought." This is the end of today's video, my loyal friend. Until we meet tomorrow, God willing, I thank you for listening, and thank you always for your invaluable time. See you soon.